Nobody's gonna save you now.
What's up everyone, this is Infinite the Jackal King here, back with another power scaling video. This time, it's going to be a bit different. Today is going to be a power scaling alternate universe /AU, aka from a series called Sonic Multiverse. His name is Multiverse Sonic. If some of you are not familiar or not know this character in this channel, allow me to explain in summary. I know Boom Sonic would hate this, but Multi-Sonic is the protector of the multiverse in the world where there are other Sonics like Modern, Boom, Fleetway, etc. He lives in the Prime Universe. It's the main universe from the multiverse. If he dies, all the other Sonic die along with him. With that being said about his sort origin story being summarized, let's get right into the video. So, starting with attack points, see, there's two ways you can argue for Multi-Sonic. For the low end, he scales to characters that are stated to destroy the multiverse. For some context, there are like at least 6 to 10 to even more universes within the multiverse. So by definition, this will be low multiversal level. To be a low multiversal level, a character who can create and / or destroy more than 2 to 1000 space-time universes. To be a multiverse level, a character who can create and / or destroy 1001 to any finite number of universal space-time. So basically you would need the power to destroy 1001 space-time universes to be a multiverse level. It basically sums up. We don't have a lot of statements or showing how many universes there are, but we can assume how many there are to at least 6 or 10 universes currently from what has been shown. So why is this important? Now, when there's a statement saying that a character will destroy the multiverse, there has be a statement or showing how many universes there are within the multiverse. Context is important for the matter. Although in season 1 of Sonic Multiverse there are mentioned to be other universes, which heavily implies there are more than 1 or 2 universes within the multiverse.
What next? It seemed I was the only one to keep up with him because I was in God form. But it seemed like he wasn't going to fight against me at all. It's almost like he was studying me. I mean, it's not like the other Sonic Vegeta and I encountered never had a God form at all. Maybe you know, Zelda? Since you are the keeper of the Ocarina.
Yes, but didn't you say that there was a power difference between the universes? Maybe your God form is more powerful than that of the other universe.
It might be true, but I can only assume that Ganondorf is probably smarter than that.
Now, around season 2 of Sonic Multiverse, there's a character named Zessia, who has stated not only himself, but the Guardian of the Multiverse stated if Multi-Sonic and the others failed, Xavier would destroy the multiverse, and this is based Xavier, keep in mind. In that same season 2, when Multi-Sonic transformed into a super blue state and power up Kaioken times 100 on top of that, to be Super Zessia. In the finale of Sonic Multiverse Season 2, Multi-Sonic just went Ultra Instinct on Super Xavier and beat him in the end. I'm sorry if I'm mixing the name of the Zessia. I'm just bad with names, and I apologize if I mispronounce his name wrong. Now, in the multiverse, there's a world that includes the modern Sonic universe and the Sonic Boom universe, aka the Boom universe. Now, is it the same one? Well, it isn't. You could make the argument that it's a parallel to the actual universe, like the canon Sonic game, the canon Boom, but with the same properties and same scaling to it. The Sonic Boom universe is the confirmed parallel universe, stated by Sega, to the modern Sonic universe. This would apply the same to the modern Boom Sonic universe in the multiverse. In the VR chat video, which is canon by the way to the side story, since it mentioned events from season 2, modern Sonic keeps mentioning Sega and flexes how he got more money and all that jazz. This would mean that certain Sonic games events do exist within that multiverse, and Sega somehow exists as well. So the feats from the Sonic games can be applied in such scale to the YouTuber Modern Sonic. So I would like to introduce my friend to go in depth on how big the modern / Sega Sonic universe is. Say hello to, once again, Lord Kirai. Take it from here.
Hello everyone, it is me, Kirai, and I'm here today helping my good friend Infinite about talking about Sonic's universe and its cosmology. Now, when talking about the Sonic universe and its cosmology as a whole, there's a couple things that we have to go over, and I'll be going over this by point. Now, for the first point that I want to go over is with the Chaos Emeralds, the Master Emerald, and the Chaos Rings. Now, basically, all of these, what they all have in common is each one of these has its own dimension that is within it, as described in the screenshot, to where Christian Whitehead even explains to where basically of how the Chaos Emeralds have their own dimension or special zone that is within the Chaos Emeralds itself, to where Sonic goes to actually obtain the Chaos Emeralds. Now, for the sizes of these dimensions, is we can get a really good clear estimate or make a really good assumption to how big these dimensions are. Now, looking from the Chaos Rings from Knuckles Chaotic, we can see through the special zones within this game to where how the Chaos Rings just go on like an infinite loop. To where basically when you're in this dimension, you're just going through like an infinite loop until you hit the exit button. So which meaning you could scale this to be infinite in size. But you can also compare this in the Chaos Emeralds also to the Phantom Ruby, as well as the Phantom Ruby is able to create null space, and of how null space is described to be a dimension that goes on forever. So now these are just some small parts into the Sonic universe when we're talking about the cosmology. But we also have another feat that's also from TosiroArtz as well. From the draft of Sonic 2006, we also can see from this draft of how Sonic's universe is described to have infinite dimensions. Infinite dimensions basically meaning infinite amount of universes. And then basically when TosiroArtz will just be threatening to destroy all of this in all timelines that is within the Sonic universe. Now that we're going over this to where the games has an infinite amount of universes, now when we're talking about Archie does kind of implement the same thing as well, and thanks to Ian Flint, who basically says that everything is within canon within the Sonic universe. It's just Archie Sonic is just an alternate universe version of Sonic. So basically implementing the multiverse theory within Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, when talking about Archie Sonic, there's something that we really have to be clear of, which is of how the crossover between Sonic and Mega Man, which is canon by the way, to where basically it's described to have 20 dimensions beyond our own. So basically meaning there's 20 dimensions, so basically 20 higher dimensions that exist within it, which basically, or you could implement this as higher planes of existence, just 20 higher planes of existence above the Archieverse. But then there's also another screenshot or that's within the Sonic Archie comics, which is also described to have infinite amount of multiverses, an infinite amount of multiverses within the cosmology of Archie Sonic, and then how this is all implementing together within Sonic's universe as a whole. And to where basically of how this is all implementing together is just based upon of how this is how, like I said before, of how all of this is all canon together. So making sure that all this is canon, and we do have this screenshot from Ian Flint, who is actually one of the top people to where we get our Sonic information. So basically, if he's saying this is canon, it is very trustworthy, and we should actually go by this screenshot of this, and how even what he's saying to be very factual and not just some random Twitter statement. And then also just to touch upon this, nothing within Sonic's verse or any other authors or anyone else actually contradicts this, so which actually makes this point even more reliable. Another thing that we have to talk about is within the whole Sonic universe as itself, of how the Sonic multiverse is just a small part of another multiverse, which is actually called Puyo Puyo, which Puyo Puyo is actually above the Sonic verse in itself, as one of the characters within it, Satan actually created the Sonic universe as a whole, as when Arl fought the creator, and then how everything got destroyed, of how Satan actually recreated the whole entire multiverse even before Sonic ever existed. So this just proves of how this verse is actually above the Sonic multiverse as a whole, but this still implements of how big the Sonic universe is, even though that the Sonic universe would not scale to this or even have part of this. This makes the cosmology as a whole bigger because of how there's other like multiverses and other realities that are just beyond this, which will just makes the second universe even bigger as it already is. But yeah, guys, that's just basically overall of what the Sonic modern universe really is and how the cosmology works. And if you have any questions, just hit me up on Discord and I'll be glad to answer them.
Thank you, Lord Kirai. As you can see right there, the modern Sonic universe in its cosmology is pretty big. It was clear that the Archie-Sonic verse does exist within the multiverse, according to the Q&A of the Sonic Multiverse series Season 2 finale.
Question for
Frenemies.
Multi. Multi, have you ever used your forms? And can you show Multiverse Tales? And have you ever thought of meeting Archie-Sonic? I have seen Archie-Sonic around a little bit. I did see that he got his ass kicked by Eggman that one time, but you know.
Aww. Oh, I got a question from Being a
And I'm
Comedy.
just
I've been
sitting
holding
there.
on it.
I was watching that whole fight, and I was just like, oh my god, come on. Like why are you just standing there getting punched down like that, dude? Move out
Step
the way.
it up.
Now, we don't know if this is Archie-Sonic, is post-Genesis, or pre-Genesis. For the sake of this video, we can go along with pre-Genesis Archie-Sonic he's referring to. As mentioned by Kirai, we're not sure if the Puyo Puyo verse exists within the multiverse. Keep in mind, Sonic is now part of the Puyo Puyo verse and is entirely a different Sonic. Now, this would imply that Xavier, the EXE, and Multi-Sonic could theoretically be capable of destroying the infinite multiverse from the Archie-Sonic verse if they have the capability of destroying the multiverse. This will make Multi-Sonic a multi-level plus being to the higher extent as a highball / high end. So you can argue that Multi-Sonic ranges from low multi to multi plus depending on the skin you want to go with. In case you don't know what multi plus is, by definition, characters who can destroy and / or create infinite universe or space-time, going by Kit Stats and Profile's definition. This means in order to be multi-plus, you would have to destroy infinite universe or multiverse that are space-time, meaning it will be infinite in size for space-time. Or at least have a finite sized universe, but infinite those universes or multiverse to achieve it. This would apply to his durability as well, of course, which it's kinda hard to explain, but you get the gist of it. As for speed, I really gotta cover over the speed of modern / game Sonic. If you haven't checked already, I highly recommend watching it to know how fast is modern Sonic. Multi-Sonic should easily scale, if not upscale, to this modern Sonic speed, who has performed consistent and measurable speed in multiple games. With its transformation, his speed will be stacked to a finite amount or infinite into that speed. Since the Chaos Symbol and Multi-Sonic's universe are stated to have infinite power thanks to the Master Emerald, so without the Master Emerald's energy or power, they wouldn't have infinite power. As we all know, the Chaos Symbol and the Master Emerald were gone in that origin story in confirmation from the Sonic Multiverse Q&A.
That was Fleetway destroyed the Master Emerald. It shattered, and it caused Chaos Emerald radiation to circulate throughout.
It is unknown whether or not his Super and Hyper form were powered up by the Chaos Emerald's energy, since in the series, he can go Hyper or Super without the use of the Chaos Emerald. Since we got the speed and power out of the way, let's talk about his powers and abilities. I will focus on the one he's consistently shown to use and the ones that are pretty impressive. As such, since he is a Sonic, he should likely or maybe possesses the same powers and abilities as modern Sonic have. Multi-Sonic abilities consist of BFR, or of teleporting people into another dimension, and instant transmission in any place, says through sensing so much energy. Multi-Sonic is capable of teleporting people into the universe like the Bad Universe, the EXE Universe, or their respective universe they belong to. Even possibly teleporting people into the Silent Zone if he wanted to. There is a downfall, however. His teleportation to people / BFR doesn't work on people who are banned to that universe. This is shown when Multisonic tries to BFR Sedina to the bad universe. She was quickly kicked out like people being banned from a Minecraft server. His BFR can be countered with either teleportation or dimension travel speed. If you guys don't know what BFR is, it's battlefield removal. I'll leave a link below. Anyways, I hope and I would like to thank Lord Kirai for collaborating and helping me on this video. I recommend subscribing to both his main and gaming channel, will be linked below to subscribe to him. If you guys like this video, like the video and comment, tell me in the comments what character you want me to power scale next, whether if it's fan made, OC, recolor, or existing character. I'll try my best to do them. If you want more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well. And as always, stay safe and stay awesome. Peace!